Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. Oof. I'd say my mom.
Probably Deron Manning.
Palmer's.
I don't know. I haven't had either.
It depends.
China buffet.
Bakian.
Starbucks.
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 Caribou.
Right now, hockey, but usually it's mostly tennis.
Who on the team has the best wrist shot?
Hockey, and softball.
Track.
Track.
My favorite, the last thing I watched was Pocahontas for social. I don't know.
Station 19.
Stranger Things.
The Witcher.
Maybe Megan.
Probably Megan.
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 I'd say Sammy's.
Sammy's.
Place in town.
My mom's kitchen.
Probably my mom's kitchen too.
I'd say Julia.
Julia.
Probably Annika.
Claire.
Herbs and Gerbs.
Caribou or Starbucks?
Subway.
What?
Herbs and Gerbs.
It's a tough one.
Neither.
Yeah, Jimmy John's.
That's fine.
Target.
China Buff, Walmart.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Team has the best wrist shot.
Julia Girardi.
Wrist shot.
Julia.
Oh, that's either Julia or Abigail.
I agree with you.
Abigail or me.
This is a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, and a full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves for this vital endeavor. You are not, nor will ever be forgotten. Ladies and gentlemen, our American Legion Post 222 is also proudly celebrating their 53rd year in presenting colors for Blue Jacket hockey. Please join me by saluting and thanking them for their service to our country, our community, and to Blue Jacket hockey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, being performed tonight by the Hibbing High School Band, underneath the direction of Mr. Matt Bird.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hibbing Memorial Arena, tonight's high school girls hockey game between the International Falls Broncos and the Hibbing-Chisholm Blue Jackets. I'm Gary Gimbetti along with
Jim Catonius.
And we're here to bring you tonight's action.
Gary, I bumped into Abigail today while I was out around town. I was at the Hibbing Sports Team. She was there getting her skates sharpened, and she assured me that even though this will be their third game in 5 days, that they're all good to go tonight and they're excited about playing. So hoping that they have a good game. We want to see them all charged up.
Well, they had a hard-fought game on Saturday against White Bear Lake. They won 2-1 in overtime. Kind of a fluke goal they got in overtime, but you know what? You take them any way you can get them.
They all count.
That's right. Doesn't matter how. Unfortunately for White Bear, they call it an own goal, so they actually scored on their own goalie. But that's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. It happens to every team at some point.
Today I took the opportunity to remind Abigail that all those goals count and that Trish did exactly the right thing in the corner. She threw the puck to the net, right?
She threw the puck to the net, and there was no Hibbing girl there. Only the defense person for White Bear was there, and she tried to push it back to her goalie. And unfortunately, it went right between the 5-hole, and it was unbelievable to see that puck cross the line, but it did.
That's hard for White Bear, but that's hockey.
Puck is controlled by the Blue Jackets. Story to Girardi, who puts it out front and picked up by now Rewerts. Brings it down across the Broncos zone, skates in, passes it out front and didn't connect. Girardi with it, shoots, and that shot's wide. Rewerts with it behind the net. Circles back, sends it out front, knocked away by a Falls defenseman. Actually, Pellin.
I like to see those quick stops in reverse of direction that we just saw with Claire behind the net.
Puck is picked up by the Broncos, taken away by the Blue Jackets. Looked like number 18, yeah, Lundell. He takes it down along the near curve into the corner, knocked away from her. Up to the point, kept in by Rewerts. Along the boards, it looks like Monroe Rewerts is back. Buzzy has it around the net, gets it back out to the point. Shot on by Gustafson is just a little wide.
That was a good shot from the point. Keep the puck low. That's the way they get through to the net.
Puck kept in by Rewerts, who had a good game on Saturday too. She shoots and that's saved by Pellin. Kept in by Gustafson. A shot on net just goes wide. Back out to Rewerts, who shoots just sticked away by Pellin. I noticed at some point we're going to start talking about the Broncos, and their program's just not the same as it has been over the past 10 or 15 years. And that, you know, on the way Hibbing's controlling the puck in their end right now, it just, they don't seem to be as sharp as they probably should be. Puck is finally cleared down and we're going to have icing on the Broncos. And it's too bad because International Falls is such a hockey town, and I just don't know what the problem is up there.
I haven't been home long enough, been home being back on the Iron Range long enough to get a good sense of where
Really,
International
Renskos
Falls is
took
coming
that
up short.
face off and shot on net. Now Hibbing's going to play. I know I talked to Coach Hajduk yesterday, and he's going to play 4 lines today pretty consistently. So we're going to have some new players to contend with here, I think. And that was Renskers on that draw. Now it's taken out by Butts, but it's taken away by
Good back check.
Eliza Langner, I believe, number 23. Now both teams change. We have Bowman taking a face-off with Burns. Bowman wins it back to the point. Shot on net is blocked. Up along the boards and cleared out of the Falls defensive zone. Sullivan will pick it up as icing is waved off. Up to Girardi. Girardi brings it over into neutral zone. Comes down 3-on-2. Shoots it and saved by Pellin. Taken by Rewerts. Rewerts behind to Bobin. Bobin back to Story. Story shoots and it's gloved and dropped by Pellin, and then it's loose out in front and picked up by Rewerts, who shoots it on Pellin and she holds on.
Good aggressive forechecking on Hibbing's part.
Well, that's why, you know, Falls has played one game this year so far, and they lost 11-0 to North Shore. The team Hibbing did beat here 6-0. So we'll see how this goes here as Pellin makes a save off a shot by Lundell. Back out to Rewerts, who has it taken away from her and is cleared out into Hibbing's defensive territory, and icing on the Broncos. Again, a lot of the times, back in the day, Hibbing and Falls put on some good displays of hockey, and it didn't matter who won. It was always either a 1-goal game in regulation or an overtime game, and it's just the way the game shook out with those two teams.
I can tell you who won when I played them. I was a junior in high school, and we had the misfortune of playing International Falls in the first year of their 6-year run on the Minnesota State high school tournament.
So that was unfortunate time for us then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was one of those years when two teams went from the division. We beat Eveleth. Surprisingly, we beat Eveleth 3-1 in Virginia, and then we had the misfortune of running up against a guy named Huffer Christensen, who was quite renowned in this part of the country, and that was the beginning of International Falls' 6-year run. They won the state tournament 5 of those 6 years, and were in the state tournament in the other one that they lost by 1 goal. But yeah, they did have quite a hockey dynasty back.
Madison St. George seeing her first varsity action here after coming off a successful swimming season, going to state as part of the 200 and 400 freestyle relays. So she must have her hockey legs. Her swimming legs are gone and her hockey legs are under her. And we have Renskers taking the draw here. Babbage just hopped over her stick, kept in by Hibbing, battling for it. Bryn Babbage there tries to keep it in, but the Broncos are able to clear. Renskers dumps it back in the Bronco zone.
Well, Hibbing's doing what we want to see them do. We want that shots on goal to be high. We're at 8 shots to 0 on goal.
Another shot put on Pelland. Yeah, they have to. Just keep putting shots on. Kept in by Story, sent around the boards. Number 23 I have as Eliza Langner here. Pelland saves, and then it's a goal. That's Hibbing's 4th line that got their first goal of the game.
That's the first varsity goal for Eliza Langner.
If it's Langner, that would be her for, yeah, it would.
I saw Abigail go pick up the puck and give it to her. That goal started again on the point with a point shot from Abigail, low on the ice to the net. The goalie couldn't control it. It bounced back out. It was slapped at the net once, a second rebound, and Eliza got her goal. Good way to go.
It's their very first varsity goal, number 23, Eliza Langner. She's assisted by number 25, Bryn Babbage, and number 15, Abigail Sullivan. Langner from Babbage and Sullivan tackle the goal, 5:50.
So it was Eliza Langner from Bryn Babbage and Abigail Sullivan at 5:50. Hibbing's 11 shot on net, and it hit the back of the net, and Hibbing has Chisholm has a 1-0 lead.
Way to go, Eliza. You know, we're doing these interviews with the Hibbing girls. We've been running in between periods, and one of the questions that we've asked them in the last 2 interviews after Pinella got her first varsity goal was, do you remember your first varsity goals? And you know what? Absolutely they remember them. Julia told how she got a pass from her sister. Anyway, that's exciting for them to get the first varsity goal. I remember when I got mine, and it's something you carry with you.
Didn't you score like 100 career goals?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was a potential NHL prospect.
All right. Well, I figured that. I mean,
me and every other kid on the Iron Range that put on a pair of skates. But you know, we loved the game. It was part of the history and culture up here. Heck, the Chicago Blackhawks used to hold their training camp in this arena. There's another goal, another shot on goal, another rebound.
There's a save by Pelland, and then it's trying to pick it looks like Buzzy.
That was Megan.
So Megan Buzzy gets her goal, or gets this second Hibbing goal. 7:27 in the first period. first shot was saved, and then the rebound came right out like a saucer, and there she was, and she jumped on it, put it behind Pellin for a 2-0 lead. So Gustafson, the reworks ahead to Lundell.
Scoring the goal for your Blue Jackets, number 20, Megan Kelsey. She's assisted by number 2, Monroe Reworks. Buzzy from Reworks. Time of the goal, 7:27.
So Buzzy gets the goal at 7:27. The lone assist goes to Monroe Reworks, and Hibbing has a 2-0. Chisholm has a 2-0 lead. Behind the net to Buzzy from Lundell, and Pellin's coming up with some nice saves here. And that's already the 16th shot on net for Hibbing, and we're almost halfway through the first period. Now we do have an injured player.
Hibbing player down on the ice.
Well, that's the last thing you wanted to see. As trainer Julie Lang makes her way out to...
I can't see the number of the girl that's down on the ice.
Well, she's moving, so that's a good sign. Yeah, we don't want to say who it is unless we know for sure.
The lady that's out there with her on the ice right now, Gary, is she part of the Hibbing coaching program or support program for the hockey players?
Well, it would be more support, but she's with Orthopedic Associates, I believe. I hope I get that right, because I don't want to say something that's not true. But she's been here for so long. Her husband Tom, who passed away a few years ago, was always here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena taking care of the hockey players, and they do a very good job with what they do. You don't not need to see anybody get seriously hurt. I mean, injuries are going to happen, but
I saw her make a quick move when it looked like she was tending to her shoulder, left shoulder.
no. Well, kind of like Delvin Cook the other day, I guess, huh? Supposedly injured, separated a shoulder. Oh, well, there's...
Looks like she's trying to get some range of motion back into her left arm.
Yeah, and it's hurting her. So maybe it was a shoulder. It is. Well, maybe it's Buzzy, but I don't want to speculate either. More power to her. She's a lot tougher than I'd be about over that.
Yeah, I think it is Megan.
Well, I mean, she's a senior. You hope it's nothing too severe where she's going to have to miss some time, but I guess we don't have control over that either. So, stoppage of play we had at 8:06 due for the injury. And now we have a face-off again. It's locked out of the Bronco zone, but we're going to have icing called on International Falls.
I don't know what the right term is. I call them scrappers, diggers. Megan is one of the scrappiest diggers on this team. She's constantly energized, plays with all her heart.
Rash with the puck in the far corner. Up the boards to Crosby, who loses it to Warmbold, but the puck comes out back into neutral ice. Warmbold turns, knocks it back in, but misplayed by Caradice. And there's Warmbold to pick up the loose puck. She skates out, bats it back to Sullivan, who shoots, deflected and blocked in front by a Falls defenseman. Puck out in the zone, kept it taken away by Renskers. Picked up by Brodin, ahead to Renskers, who shoots, and it's saved by Pello. Story knocks it behind the net.
That was a good shot from Lily off of that pass, no hesitation. Don't dribble the puck, don't overhandle the puck. It came to her stick, she took the shot immediately. I like to see that natural instinct on their part.
Babbage with it comes in, shoots it wide. Story with it, puts a shot just wide of the net. Sullivan shoots and it's saved by Pellin. Babbage with it, loses it in the corner. Kept in by Sullivan, who shoots and saved by
And there
Pellin.
it is, back
Rebound
out in
shot,
front again.
Another save by Pellin. Babbage with it. Back to Story. Sullivan skates in. Shoots just wide of the net. Renskers keeps the puck in the zone. Sullivan comes away with it, skates in, shoots, fans on it. Picks it back up. Lost it, and now it's cleared by the Broncos, and we'll have icing again with 6:37 left in the first period. Holman on the draw with Burns. One back to Rewerts, who skates through the circle into the slot. Passes it over to Girardi, who shoots, and it's saved by Pellin. Back to Rewerts. Back behind the net to Bowman.
Nice bank pass off the board behind the net.
Bowman fans on the pass. Skates away, gives it back to St. George, whose shot is blocked. Rewerts shoots, and it's saved by Pellin. Rewerts in the corner. Out to St. George. Back to Rewerts. Rewerts is tied up. It comes away with it out to Rewerts, who shoots, and it's another save by Pellin. And Bowman had a chance and couldn't find a way to get it past Pellin. And then Pellin comes up with another save and covers up.
Gary, I'd like to think that the girls are listening to their broadcaster, but you and I have talked, and we talked about all the games. Those shots from the point, they're keeping them down. The rebounds are coming out. They need to do that against the team, any team that they play. They need to keep those shots down and get them on the goal.
Looks like we have Gustafson taking Buzzy's spot on this line. Penella Rewerts did not play on Saturday, and she's back in the lineup. Back out to number 12. Who's that? Amara Langner. Again, Hajduk's going to go with 4 lines today and probably 6 defensemen. So a lot of girls are going to get a lot of experience playing at the varsity level. Puck behind the Broncos goal line, tried to clear but kept in by Sullivan. Sullivan has it stolen away from her, but she gets it back, turns, skates back into the Bronco zone. Tried to dump it to the corner and picks it up and shoots, and it's saved by Pellin. Brodeen.
That was a muscle play on the part of Abigail. She just kept muscling her way to the net.
To Gustafson. Gustafson puts a shot on. That's gloved by Pellin. 4:25 left in the first period. 2-0 Hibbing-Chisholm. 25 shots on goal for the Blue Jackets, and unfortunately for Addison Hess, she hasn't seen much action down there. There's a gap fault. Broncos haven't got a shot on net yet. Warmbold behind the net. Skates it to the far curve out to Story. Story punches it back in. And then the Broncos clear it. The puck is lost and picked up and sent out to Brodeen. Brodeen comes backhand, just slides it through the crease. Brodeen back to Story. Story pushes it into the corner.
The International Falls team is a very young team, but one of the things that has kept Hibbing in a lot of these games is their skating.
Taken away by Rash. Rash tries to center, but her pass is blocked. Kept in by Story. Tried to clear, kept in by Warmbold, who puts on into the circles, and then it's cleared down by the Broncos. We'll have icing on the play.
What coach was it that you were talking to over one of the last 2 games? He said that his team wasn't prepared for the speed to skate with Hibbing.
That was the North Shore coach.
Now on the boys' side, apparently Grand Rapids was. The boys took a hard loss over at that tournament in Grand Rapids, so we're going to see them this Friday. We'll be back. Our next game this week will be the first game of the season for the boys. Friday night playing, I got it right here in front of me. I should have it.
I think they play Rock Ridge.
They play Rock Ridge on Friday night at 7 o'clock, and we'll be back here to bring everybody that game.
St. George with a shot from the point that's saved by Pellin. Sullivan gets it knocked away by Pellin, who comes in, shoots, and it's gloved by Hess. I don't know if he counted as a shot because it was going wide, but I guess he may as well give it something.
Yeah, that's a shot on goal.
So at 2:39, International Falls gets its first shot on net. You know, and a lot of the Hibbing shots, though, have been right at Pellin.
Whoa!
She's made some good saves, but I think they just got to start shooting for the corners a little bit more. Here comes Bobin, skates across, coming in all alone, has the puck knocked away from her, laying in the crease, and they can't bang it in.
Great speed and poise on the part of Ani Bowman. She's a sophomore. I've been very impressed with her level of play so far this year.
Really
As with many of the girls on the Hibbing High School team. It's a reflection of the coaching that they've been getting, not only at this level, but...
Another shot saved by Girardi and saved by Pellin. Shot by Rewerts is blocked. Kept in by Rewerts. tried to clear, but it's kept in the zone as Hibbing goes off for a change.
Full line change on Hibbing's part.
Butts with it, takes it into, dumps it into the Hibbing zone, but that's taken away by Langner. Up to Babbage. Babbage across ice to Rewerts, who fires it in and sticked away by Pellin. Babbage with it in the corner. Puck along the near boards, kept in by Lundell. Lundell shoots and sticked aside by Pellin.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Herberg has it taken away from her, and then she skates back to pick it up.
Hibbing's aggressive forechecking in this first period has
Rodin with
made
it
a lot of the
along the
difference.
boards. Sullivan with it, shoots it, and that's blocked in front. Wormbold with it. Centers it, and there's a goal by Rodin. So on 16-27.
Is that assist from Tristan?
I would believe Wormbold got an assist on that.
Jackets with their very first varsity goal, number 16, Evelyn Brodeen. She's assisted by number 11, Tristan Warble. Brodeen from Warble.
So Brodeen from Wormbold at
16-27.
16-27. We have 6 seconds left in the period. Puck is set down into the Bronco zone, and it looks like the first period's going to end with Hibbing-Chisholm up 3-0.
Saves in the first period for Pellet of the Broncos 29, for Hess of the Blue Jackets 1. Hockey fans, I'd like to
So
remind you
Pellet
who's
has
about
29
to
saves in the
second
first period.
You can purchase your tickets right
And
now.
Hess and Hibbing has one.
Also, prior to the
Goals
beginning of the
by
period, we'll be playing Chuck the Buck. And you can also
Eliza
purchase your
Langner
box right
at
now
550
at the
from
arena.
Babbage and Sullivan. Buzzy at 727 from Rewerts, and that's Monroe Rewerts. And then Evelyn Rodin at 1627 from Wormbold. And at the end of one period, Hibbing-Chisholm 3, International Falls 0.
You can't say that we have a quiet band, can you? All of our sponsors, Village Realty, the Sturbins family, the McCormick family, Hibbing Public Access Television, Hibbing High School Hockey Alumni, Flum Designs and Photography, and HibbingSports.com. We really appreciate the support of our sponsors. It gives us the opportunity to bring these games to you. We're going into a busier season now, Gary. We got 2 games to broadcast this week.
2 games, yeah, boys hockey, they're playing in Cloquet tonight. after that 11-0 loss to Rapids on Saturday, and I'm sure that was an eye-opener for them to see the speed that Grand Rapids had. And, well, hopefully they can turn things around tonight and play a little better game.
And the band is back. You had your chance, Gary.
Well,
we'll see you folks at the beginning of period 2.
I'm Julia Girardi. I'm a left wing. I'm number 24, and I'm a senior.
Hockey.
I first started playing hockey because my dad was in hockey, and I always just go skating at the Greenhaven rink. And then when I joined as like an actual sport, I just loved the game. Yeah, I put before I played hockey as like an actual sport, I was there all the time. Yeah, my first varsity goal was against Silver Bay, and my sister passed it to me right in front of the net, and I took a one-timer and scored.
What grade were you in when that happened?
I think 8th grade. Yeah, it was when I scored my first varsity goal.
Your first varsity goal up at Silver.
And Dana Lindstrom had it engraved, like Julia Girardi's first varsity goal in the year, and I have it sitting in a case in my room. Okay, I'm going to NDSU to pole vault, and I'm going to be a major in natural resource management, and I want to become a wildland firefighter.
My name's Claire. I'm number 26, and I'm a junior.
All right.
So I'm actually the late bloomer. I didn't join hockey till I was like in 3rd grade, and everyone else joined when they like were born. So my inspiration is probably just everyone in my family is in hockey, so I just decided to try, and then I fell in love with the game. She was one of the first girls hockey teams, or she was the first in Hibbing to start, so that's pretty cool.
School?
Yeah, it was actually my first shift to varsity. It was the first second of the game, and I got a pass from Allie Buzzy, and I scored.
How old were you then? What class were you in?
I was in 8th grade. It's fun. It's living at the rink. Nothing better than that.
Yeah.
I gotta say, my grandparents and my Uncle Phil.
Your Uncle Phil, did he play hockey for Hibbing High School?
No.
But he's just your best fan, one of your best fans.
Yeah. Hi, Mari.
Hibbing-Chisholm. Hibbing-Chisholm with a 3-0 lead, starting the second period. And you have Glennie with it, tries to clear the puck, but kept in by Rash, and we have an offside call on the Blue Jackets. You have Graves, Pellin, and Vale out for the Broncos. Warmbold, Rash, and it looks like Brodeen out for Hibbing. Sullivan with it, circles, gets it up the boards to Rash. Rash across the blue line. Fires in a shot into the corner, picked up by Brodeen, who has her first career varsity goal tonight. Actually, 2 Blue Jackets have done that tonight. Her and Langner will both have their goals. Picked up by Warmbold. Warmbold drops it into the corner. Glennie with it. Spins around. Comes up ice. Takes it into Hibbing's zone where it's taken away by Langner. Langner across the blue line. Kept in by Langner. Nope, that's not Langner. Sorry. But now it's brought out. That was Rensker. Shot on from Sullivan from outside the blue line, saved by Pellin. Here comes Glennie. Glennie takes it into the Hibbing zone where it's knocked away from her by Rewerts. Rewerts. Ahead to Rewerts. Rewerts skates around, comes in front, shoots, saved by Pellin, and then her second shot.
She got a rebound
wide.
too, but she didn't get it in.
Gustafson takes it down into the corner, sends it out front, nobody home. Girardi with it, centers it, nobody there. Rewerts picks up the loose puck, out to Gustafson who shoots, saved by Pellin. Herberg with it in the corner, has that puck taken away from her. Girardi with it, gets the ball around Herberg, comes around the net, sends it out to Rewerts who shoots, and her shot is deflected up and over the net. Bobin with it. Back out to Gustafson. Gustafson tried to get it across ice but couldn't. But since she makes up for that by knocking it over to Girardi. Girardi up ahead to Rewerts. Rewerts drops it into the zone, chased down by Bobin. Bobin gives it out to Girardi, who backhand is wide. Girardi tried to back pass to Babbage, didn't connect. But St. George tried to keep it in, and now it's brought back out. And Butts tried to get it, but tried to take it away from her. Now Butts again. Gets it taken away by Babbage and then to Lundell. Lundell shoots, saved by Pellin. And then Rewerts back to St. George, who sends it back around behind the Falls net. Chased down by Babbage.
They're getting a lot of shots on goal, but they've been using the goaltender as their target.
Yeah, they're shooting it right at her sometimes. And that shot goes a little bit wide. Babbage chases it down, back out to the point. That was to Langner. Back out to St. George. St. George takes it into the corner, sends it around the net.
She's a young goaltender for International Falls. I think she's she a 9th or 10th grader. I think she's a 9th grader, but she's hanging in there. Good spirit.
Langner with the puck shoots it in, just wide. We got a penalty coming up on the Falls here too. St. George wraps it around the net, and it's going to be touched by the Falls, and we have a stoppage of play. So at 4:11. Number 18, Glennie, going off for the Broncos. So you'll have Warmbold, looks like Brodeen and Rash, with Gustafson and Sullivan at the points on this power play. Hibbing's first of the game. Warmbold back to Sullivan. Sullivan shoots and is saved by Pellin. So Glennie gets a 2-minute penalty for cross-checking at 4:11. Hibbing on its first power play. Face off one back to Story, who shoots and it's gloved down by Pellin. Tried to be clear, kept in by Gustafson. Gustafson back into the corner, back to Gustafson. Rings it around the boards, chased down by Rash. Sullivan keeps it. Now it's cleared by the Broncos, but Warmbold picks it up back in the Hibbing zone. Warmbold sends it out to center ice where it's intercepted by the Falls and cleared down in by Wade. Now here comes Hibbing on the breakout. Sullivan with it into the slot, shoots backhand wide. Kept in by Gustafson to Renskers, I believe, and that shot stopped by Pellin.
I think Mara Pellin with International Falls deserves a shout out. She's hanging in there as a goalie. With the shots 40-1, the score should be something way above 3-0.
Actually, that was Langer on that shot. Saved by Pellin. Pushed into
so
the
good
corner.
for her.
Kept in by Gustafson. Shot just goes wide. Rewerts with it. Pushes it down to Langner. Langner out front, nobody home. Gustafson puts it out front, stopped by Pellin. Brought out to the Rewerts, who shoots and stopped by Pellin. 26 seconds left on the power play. 11:15 left in the second period. Renskers on the draw for Hibbing against Butts. Puck one back, but picked up by Langner. Tried to clear, but now it's picked up by Gustafson, who shoots and saved by Pellin. Another shot saved by Pellin. This fourth line is getting their opportunity, and they're paying it off for it. Pellin with another save off a shot by Renskers, I believe.
Bo James at Goldstream.
Gustafson fans on a shot. Renskers with it. Puts it back, skates in, shoots it, shot's blocked. Now Girardi with it. Girardi tied up along the boards by Wade, who tries to come away with it, but it's picked up by Bobin. Bobin to Girardi. Girardi skates around, was tripped up there, but no call. Shot by Rewerts is stopped by Pellin. Another shot was blocked by Herberg. Back out to the point. Gustafson's shot just wide. Rewerts tried to deflect that one, but just missed it. Kept in by Gustafson. Gustafson in the corner to Bobin, back to Gustafson, who shoots it, sticked away by Pellin. Rewerts with it, knocked away from her, back to Rewerts. Monroe Rewerts skates in, shoots in a wide open net, and scores. Nice individual play by Rewerts. At 7:26 in the second period. And it's 4-1 Hibbing.
This young goalie for Grand Rapids has over a 90% save factor right now.
She's assisted by number 5, Bonnie Golden.
Puck kept in by the Blue Jackets, chased down by Rewards. Lundell along the boards, flips it behind the net. Picked up by Caradice, but her clearing attempt is kept in by Hibbing, and then it's finally cleared by Graves. And now Lundell brings it across. Falls defender falls, sends it out front to Babbage, but that pass is broken up. Langner with it along the boards, battling with two Falls players. Pelland with it. Pelland now finally clears it. I don't think we'll have icing. I don't know if it's going to make it. Yeah, it might make it, so we have icing called on the Broncos. There's 8:20 left in the second period. I was going to mention, too, that the boys are playing in Cloquet tonight. Girls basketball has a game on Thursday in Hibbing against Grand Rapids. And then the boys hockey team's at home on Friday with Rock Ridge. Right through. Abigail Sullivan with the shot. And she scores at 8:48 of the second period. Sullivan took the shot from the point. Pelland made the save, and then somehow it just slid through her 5-hole and into the net.
Hard shot down low by Abigail.
Warmberg, the steal, takes it away, shoots wide.
Blue Jackets, number 15, Abigail Sullivan. She's assisted by number 9, Reese Story, and number 10, Heidi Rash. Sullivan from Story.
So Sullivan from Story and Rash. 8:48. We have icing on the Blue Jackets.
You know, Gary, you and I have visited with Coach Hyduk, and he'll always tell you one of the first things, it's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. It's all about teaching them team sports and teammanship. And after that goal was scored on the International Falls goalie, everyone in her team went to her and spent some time with her. To me, I love seeing that. I mean, Hibbing's beating them 5-1, but even though they're down, they're getting outshot and everything, they took the time to go to their goalie and let her know that they were behind her and they supported her and they cared about her. And that's all about the kids. And for me, as a former high school hockey player and senior hockey player, I love seeing that happen with these young girls and young
with
boys.
a shot blocked. Let's see, we have number Kylie Mackey. Looks like she's making her first shift of the game here for Hibbing. Langner stumbles there near center ice, but the puck is cleared by Herberg. I know it's almost had a break there, but we're going to have icing. No icing on the Broncos. Rewards picks up the puck. Sends it out to Bowman. Bowman tried to hit Rewards, but that pass is blocked. Now Girardi with it. Girardi gets by one. Has it knocked away from her by Caradice. Now Rewards. Back to Langner. Langner to Rewards. Langner to Bowman. Bowman skates in and shoots and scores! So at 8:59 of the second period, Bonnie Bowman with the goal. And there they are again. They're just comforting her and letting her know that she's doing a great job. I mean, she is doing a pretty good job down there.
Scoring the goal for your Blue Jackets, number 5, Holly Golden. She's assisted by number 24, Julia Girardi, and number 26, Claire Rewards.
So Bowman from Girardi and Rewards at 8:59.
The goal, 10:59.
Actually 10:59. My Hibbing math isn't very good tonight. Puck kept in the zone. Now it's brought out. Rewards with it back to Gustafs, or back to Lundell. It looks like picked up by Wade. Wade tries to center it but can't, and then Paradise with it. And has it taken away by Warmbold, whose shot is blocked by Spellin. Broncos number 14, Burns, tries to clear it, but it's kept in. St. George with it, shoots it, and it's sticked up and into the netting by Pellin.
You know, Gary, all team sports, all high schools, all sports are an emotional activity. It's hard to describe the emotional impact that playing in a game like hockey has on a girl in the 8th grade, or a boy in the 8th grade for that matter.
Another save by Pellin.
I just love seeing their teammates support her like that. It's part of why I love this game.
Rodin out front, taken away by the Broncos. Sullivan with it, keeps it in. Skates around behind the net. Sends it out to Story. Story shoots, saved by Pellin. Glennie has the puck taken away from her. And we got some stumbling behind the net. And now Butts takes it out and tries to clear it, but it's kept in by Brodin. Warmbold skates in and shoots, another save by Pellin. Draw won by the Broncos, taken away by Mackey. Mackey put a shot wide. Mackey gets another chance. Saved by Pellin. Shot up and over the net. Paradise tries to clear but can't. Wade with it. Up the boards to Werner. But Rensker shoots. That was deflected in by Mackey. So it looks like Colleen Mackey might get her first goal. At 12:25 of the second period. Face-off one by Hibbing. Girardi saved by Pellin up into the netting.
She's assisted by number 13, Lily Renskers, and number 2, Monroe Rewards.
So Mackey does get her first varsity goal from Renskers and Rewards at 12:25. 7-0 Hibbing, 3:23 left in the third period. Puck kept in at the point over to Gustafson. Shoots it and a save by Pellin. Another save by Pellin. And the puck was covered up. By Pellin. Ref lost sight of it. Girardi scored actually, but the ref lost sight of the puck, so he blew the whistle.
I lost a goal like that against Crookston. We would have won the game. I argued with the ref. He said I couldn't see the puck.
Gustafson
Happens
with
at
a
all
shoot, saved
levels.
by Pellin. Shot up by Girardi, it just goes wide. Girardi keeps control, brings it back around the net, tries the center, but that's knocked down by Wade. Out front to Bobin, who shoots, saved by Pellin. Rewerts with it to Bobin in the corner. Bobin skates around, sends it back out to Gustafson, who shoots, and another save by Pellin, another save by Pellin. And then Gustafson gets it back to Bobin. Bobin back behind the goal line. Sends it back to the point to Rewerts. Rewerts over to Rewerts, and she loses control and the puck's out of the zone. Monroe Rewerts up the ice to Girardi. Girardi gets a puck knocked away from her by Caradice. Out to center ice as Hibbing changes lines. Babbage couldn't keep it in. Back out to Langner. Langner sends it down into the zone. Babbage with it. And now Lundell comes away with it. It's 2-on-1, passes over to Rewerts, and her shot saved by Pellin. Nice play by Lundell there. But Piniella, Rewerts couldn't cash it in. Lundell with it in the corner. Taken away by Rewerts, and that's sent down the ice, and we'll have icing on the Broncos. 1:16 left in the second period.
When do they go to running time?
Third period, 6 goals or more is running time. Brodin sends it back to the, or that was Rash sends it back to the point. Shot in just wide. Brodin outmuscles Herberg for the puck, and then sent back to Langner. Lang kept in by Brodin. Brodin's shot is blocked. Shoots again, it's blocked. Back out to St. George. St. George shoots it just wide, stick to side by Pellin. Back to Langner. Langner over to St. George. St. George shoots and saved by Pellin. That is 60 shots on goal now for the Blue Jackets. Taken by Glennie, tried to clear but not out. St. George keeps it in. Set back down in the corner. Glennie with it behind the net. Has it taken away by Warmbold. Warmbold back out to Langner, who has trouble with it, and then it's cleared out by Werner. Down the ice, no icing on this one. 7 seconds left in the period. And a shot taken, but not on time.
Saves in the second period for Pellin of the Broncos 24 with a 2-period total of 53. Saves in the second period for Hess of the Blue Jackets 0 with a 2-period total of 1.
So Hibbing gets a goal by Rewerts, Monroe Rewerts from Bowman at 7:26. Sullivan from Story and Rash at 8:48. Then Bowman from Girardi and Rewerts at 10:59. And then it's Mackey from Renskers and Rewerts, Monroe Rewerts at 12:25. And at the end of 2, it's Hibbing 7, Chisholm 7, International Falls 0. Shots on goal. Pellin at 24 saves for a 2-period total of 53. Hess, that period, didn't have any saves for a 2-period total of 1.
Gary, I want to take a moment again at the end of this period to give a thanks again to our sponsors, Village Realty, Sturbin's family, McCormick family, Hibbing Public Access Television, Hibbing High School Hockey Alumni, Flum Designs and Photography, and Hibbing Sports. We thank you all for your sponsorship and helping us bring these games to you.
Well, we hope you're enjoying it, and we'll see you back for the third period.
Answered 5 pucks for this throw, so we'll see how that turns out. Eh? My boss man is not paying any attention to me. We'll see y'all at the beginning of the third period.
Oof. I'd say my mom.
Probably Deron Manning.
Palmer's.
I don't know, I haven't had either.
It depends.
China buffet.
Bakien.
Starbucks.
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 Target.
Caribou.
Right now, hockey, but usually it's mostly tennis.
Who on the team has the best wrist shot?
Hockey, and softball.
Track.
Track.
My favorite, the last thing I watched was Pocahontas for social. I don't know.
Station 19.
Stranger Things.
The Witcher.
Maybe Megan.
Probably Megan.
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 I'd say Sammy's.
Sammy's.
Place in town.
My mom's kitchen.
Probably my mom's kitchen too.
I'd say Julia.
Julia.
Probably Annika.
Claire.
Herbs and Gerbs.
Caribou or Starbucks?
Subway.
What?
Herbs and Gerbs.
It's a tough one.
Neither.
Yeah, Jimmy John's. But,
That's fine.
Target.
China Buff Walmart.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Walmart.
Target.
Team has the best wrist shot.
Julia Girardi.
Wrist shot.
Julia.
Oh, that's either Julia or Abigail.
I agree with you.
Abigail or me.
$50 goes to number 46, Aiden Volstad. Entry into goes to number 15, Tyler Prescott.
Welcome back to the game between Hibbing-Chisholm and International Falls. At the end of 2, it's 7-0 Hibbing. We had a score from Cloquet where the Blue Jacket boys were up 2-1 after one period of play.
I'm happy to see that happen with the boys team. They had a tough loss against Grand Rapids on Saturday, so it's good to see them come back and play a good game on Tuesday.
Yeah, hopefully they can rebound with a win tonight. That would be big. Cloquet is a decent AA school, so to beat them would be a feather in their cap.
I haven't had a chance to look at how Rockridge is doing with boys hockey so far this season. Have you?
No, I haven't seen anything yet. I know they were playing Greenway tonight, so I'll take a good look at that and see how they did. Face-off won by the Blue Jackets, tried to send into the Broncos zone by Story.
Hockey fans are good win in the third period, as long as there is a
We've talked each game about one of the fundamental things of hockey, and that is time and space. And it's discussed at all levels, from when they're little peewees to when they're pros. And Hibbing's aggressive forechecking in the first 2 periods have taken away all time and space considerations for International Falls in this game.
That's Bowman with a shot, Pellin with a save. We will have running time all through the third period as long as Hibbing maintains a 6-goal lead. Another save by Pellin. Another save by Pellin. Bowman knocked down behind the net. Rewerts with the puck in the corner. Girardi spins away.
Julia's our leading scorer.
And he's shooting a goal. 15:42.
I think that's her first goal this game, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So at 1:18 of the third period, Girardi scores to make it 8-0. And now Bowman on the draw. Won by the Falls, but Rewards picks it up over to Gustafson. Rewards up to Bowman. He skates in and sends it in front. Another shot. Rewards, I believe, got that goal.
Heads up play by Ani Bowman, carrying that puck into the zone.
Nice centering pass.
Nice centering pass.
So at 2:10 of the third period, unofficially, puck taken by Gustafson. Shoots Pellin with a save. That freshman has played outstanding. I know they've scored 9 goals, but that's a byproduct of the talent Hibbing has. And really, it's really tough on the Falls. I mean, it's really hard to put in the words. Hopefully now they'll grow every year now, and this program will get back to where it was. Another save by Pellin. She's played an outstanding game. I don't care she's given up 9 goals. She's faced 65 shots. And the puck is cleared and we have icing on the Broncos.
And the more shots you face, the more tired you get as a goalie. The reaction times start to slow down.
And I'm sure with Falls playing at least 3 lines, I'm sure they're getting tired because Coach Hajduk's running out 4 lines for sure. So everybody's staying fresh. But you know what? You don't like to see this, but it's also good for everybody to get involved.
Scoring the 9th goal for your Blue Jackets, number 26, Claire Rewards. She was assisted by number 5, Ani Bowman, and number 2, Monroe Rewards. Rewards, Brett Bowman, and Rewards. Time of the 9th goal.
So Rewards from Bowman and Rewards at 2:10. And it's now 9-0 Hibbing-Chisholm. And we have offside on Hibbing-Chisholm. I didn't get the assist on the Girardi goal. I don't know if you picked it up or not.
I didn't.
Now that's more work for me at the end of the game. I got to go find out who got the assist on that goal. I know it's so hard to walk down to the scores table and find that out. Sullivan with fans on a shot that's sticked aside by Pellin. And now chased down by Burns, taken away. Puck is taken away by Mackey. Picked up by Langner, and we have what? We have offside. Well, after having a hard time scoring in the first period, they did get 3 goals, but they put a lot of shots on right at Pellin. Hibbing kind of opened the floodgates up in the second period, and that's continuing into the third.
This is Hibbing's first line that's out on the ice right now.
Puck is deflected in. That's a goal by Story. Puck went off the stick of a Falls defenseman at about 10:55 this period. So Story gets that goal at 6:05. Story dumps it in to the Bronco zone, pushed back out, picked up by Gerard.
Scoring over your Blue Jackets with their second goal of the night, number 5, Abby Bowman. She's assisted by number 9, East Murray, and number 24, Julia Girardi.
Well, Bowman ends up getting the goal. She obviously deflected it in front.
Goal 6:01.
From Story and Girardi. It looked like it went off from here. It looked like it went off the stick of a Falls defender, but Bowman got her stick on it and gets the credit for the goal, her second of the game. Sullivan puts it back down into the corner. Babbage now pushes it back into the corner as Hibbing was looking to line change, but didn't get one in. Rewerts had her stick lifted, and then Lundell takes it away, gives it back to Rewerts. Rewerts dumps it back down the near boards. Picks it up behind the goal line, pushes it back out to the point. Rewerts over to Gustafson. Gustafson shoots wide. Back to Rewerts. Rewerts skates it into the corner. Pushes it around the net, picked up by Babbage. Babbage to Gustafson. Gustafson shoots wide. Rewerts pushes it back on, puts it on net, saved by Pellin. Puck kept in by Rash. Now Brodeen tries to track it down. Picked up by Rash. Rash out to Rewerts, who shoots. Another save by Pellin. Warmbold with it. Puts a shot on net, saved by Pellin.
Good save by Pellin. You know, there's a lot of little things that, unless you're watching one player real closely, that you don't see in the general rush of the game. Julia Girardi is she's our leading scorer. She's very strong on her skates. And she's got great upper body strength because she's a pole vaulter. She's the Minnesota State champion in pole vaulting. I watched her just in that previous shift that she was out there. The defender tried to reach in with her stick to...
We got a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets, it looks like, at about 7:37. Which would be 8:23 of the period. We have Rash going in the penalty box. So Falls, we have an injured player over in the corner.
Did she get hit with a high stick?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it could be maybe a check. But it's only a 2-minute penalty, so. Well, I did see Megan Buzzy sitting in the stands down there with a sling on her arm. So. Thank goodness that I think it's number 18. I'm not positive, but I won't say for sure.
By the penalty, the Blue Jackets,
number 18.
2-minute minor for checking.
Yeah, so Rash gets a 2 minutes for checking.
Time penalty at 37.
So Falls gets their first chance on the power play. They send out, it looks like Burns takes the draw, kept in at the point. Puck centered, but no one home.
Girardi and Bobin, Sullivan and
with it.
Story.
Story down into the Bronco zone, puts a shot wide. Now Sullivan with it, and she loses control out and loses to center ice. She passes it over to Bobin. Bobin around one Falls defender, but now it's taken by Burns. Burns sends it into the zone, picked up by Gustafson. Gustafson sends it over to Girardi. Girardi up to the middle to Bobin. Bobin 1-on-2, skates by one Falls defender, comes in, shoots and scores! Short-handed goal for Bobin. I mean, I know I got to write a story on this game, and it's not going to be easy. You'd think this would be easy. But, you know, a lot of these girls had first tonight. You had first goals by about 3 or 4 of them.
I still love seeing the support that the Falls girls are giving to their goalie.
With the hat trick tonight, number 5, Bobin. She's assisted by number 8, Grace Story. Bobin from Story, a short-handed goal at 10:32.
So at 10:32 and another goal by the Blue Jackets. I'm trying to find the number. Might be Lundell with that goal. That'll come at 12 something in this period. I'll get the official time.
Scoring goal for Blue Jackets, number 18, Annika Lundell.
So Annika Lundell
Assisted by number 2, Monroe Rewards.
from Rewards,
And number 26,
Monroe,
Claire Rewards.
and 26 Claire
From
Rewards.
Rewards and Rewards. Time of the goal, 11:39.
Came at 11:39. We have another goal. They're coming too fast. St. George puts it down in with Rash chasing after it into the Bronco zone. Broncos now have a new goaltender, Olivia Master.
Scoring the goal for your Blue Jackets, and with her second goal of the night, number 2, Monroe Rewards. She's assisted by number 7, Penelope Rewards, and number 18, Annika Lundell.
So Monroe with her second goal of the game from Rewards, Pinella, and Annika Lundell. There's a save by Master. You know, I know it's hard not to get dejected, but these Falls girls seem to be, they're just out, I think they love playing the game. So they're enjoying it.
They love playing the game, and I can't say enough about this young Mara Bellin. She faced
Shot in a goal. Another goal, Eliza Langner this time.
She faced 73 shots. She came out of the game. Makes me wonder how resilient many of us have been when we were in 9th grade. How resilient would we be if we were playing away from home in front of a team that had a lot more speed than us and gave up 13 goals, 11 to 12 goals? How resilient would we feel? So I just can't say enough about that young lady and about the girls that she's playing with. They went to her after every goal to comfort her and let her know that they were her teammates. That's what this game is all about, building character.
Time of the goal, 14-26.
We get another goal? No, phase. Okay, so Master with the save. We have 1:14 left in this period.
I don't think the Falls came down here expecting to get one shot on goal.
No.
I don't think Hibbing expected to hold them to one shot on goal.
And personally, I thought that shot was a little suspect because it looked like it was going wide. And I hate to say that, but I mean, you can't, you give saves, and it's unfortunate for Hess that she hasn't had much work. But the puck will be iced. But we have 16.
We're down to 15 seconds.
Yeah, so this, ladies, Hibbing will come away with a 14-0 win over International Falls.
I think Addison should go over to the bench and thank them for only letting her have one shot.
Yeah, but you know what? She still earns the shutout.
Yeah.
And shutouts aren't easy to come by, so it's...
And there she is, first in line. Congratulating Hibbing. I give my shout out tonight to Mara Pellin from International Falls. She's only a 9th grader. When I was in 9th grade, I don't think I had that kind of resiliency to play the game. So good for her. And good for the Hibbing girls. We love to see them play great hockey like that. They came off a tough weekend. They played good games over in Grand Rapids. There's Megan with her arm in a sling.
Well, hopefully it's not too severe, and she'll be back out there in maybe a couple weeks. You never know. Maybe she'll be back there next week.
Saves in the third period for Pellin, the Broncos 7. For Master on the Broncos 2. With a game total for the Broncos of 62. Saves in the third period for Hess and the Blue Jackets 0. With a game total of 1.
So one save for Hess. And we want to thank our sponsors: Village Realty, Sturbin's family, McCormick family, HPAT, HHS Hockey Alumni, Flom Designs and Photography, especially Mr. John Law for taking the time to put us on the air here, because this isn't an easy job to do.
What a guy, our boss, John Law.
So
I want to give a shout out to our super fans, and as the list builds during the season, but I know we got super fan Vicky in Colorado, we got super fan Annie in Phoenix, I got a new super fan, a guy that I worked with in California who knows that I came back here, that I love this town, that I love this game. He doesn't understand hockey, but bless his heart, he's watching the games, and he posted a comment on the YouTube thingy. Superfan Barb in Minneapolis and any other people that are out there watching, the families. I meant to mention this during one of the other games. John told me that a lot of the family members, you know, we're a mining town, and I've been told that moms and dads, aunts, uncles that have family that are playing in this game, that even though they're working the shift at the mine, they may be in a truck, they may be a shovel operator, they may be in the plant, but they manage to pick up our stream when they can or when they have a quiet moment while they're waiting for the shovel to load them. So we want to give a shout out to all the family miners up at Hibtech that listen to us. It's a great honor to be able to sit here in this arena at my age. I won't say what that is, but it's a great honor to be able to sit here and watch these games.
Well, time for us to sign off, but once again with the final score, Hibbing-Chisholm 14, International Falls 0. For Jim Catonius and myself, Gary Gimbetti, we'll talk to you again probably Friday when Hibbing takes on Rock Ridge and boys hockey.